Hello and welcome back to Exposing Human Trafficking. Today marks 23 years that I was crippled because of these idiot Satanists from Our Lady of Endor Coven. This was curse number 1. If you're binge watching the channel, you'll come across a video where Brad Pitt tried to warn me that they were going to do something to me. He took my medical insurance card and told me not to go back to that doctor's office. He already knew that they were going to send someone to whatever doctor's office I went to so that I could be crippled. And that's exactly how it happened. I was assaulted. And yes, there was some sexuality to it. The woman that assaulted me was also the same woman that molested me when I was 7 years old at the Freemason building in Manhattan, New York, when they had a ritual and I was taken as a little girl. You know, this is why I know that Brad Pitt is bad. Because even though I didn't understand that there was a hit on me, he fully knew what the plan was. He was very famous. Because he warned me before. I was injured in 1998. Why didn't he do anything about it? Why didn't he go public? Why didn't he report it to the police? Because he's part of them. Because when I was in Taos, New Mexico, and he came to me on August 7th of 2018, of course, he asked me as usual, did I ever do porn? And I said no. Because I never did porn. I was raped, and they made porn out of it. With editing. And he asked me what would I do if I ever found some videos of me doing porn on the internet. And I told him I would call the cops. And the next thing I know, my older stepbrother, George Bermudez Jr., when I was being trafficked and sexually assaulted on January 11th of 2019 in my home, where they had broken in, because Brad had found out where I kept the spare key outside and let them all in. He said they had given the sheriff of Taos County $50,000. If Brad really cared, he could have saved me so many times. But he doesn't. Because all he cares about is the money and the fame and the applause and the accolades. I don't buy this bullshit about they'll kill you if you talk. Because if enough people talked, they wouldn't be able to kill all of us. But that's what he's about. Luckily, I'm doing a lot better than what they originally told me. You know, they said I would never walk again, and I should go get a wheelchair and a morphine pump and try to make myself as comfortable as possible. But no, I've graduated to a cane and gone back to do ballet, which is my first love. There was always something about ballet. I remember I started working and I started taking ballet lessons in college. I was inspired by Baryshnikov because at age 40 he was dancing like, oh my God, like a king. And I was like, if he could do that at 40, I could learn this at 18. Because I grew up in the ghetto of Brooklyn. There was no ballet. There was just welfare and drunks and druggies and prostitutes and burnt down buildings. There was no ballet studio in my neighborhood. So when I finally got a chance, I went and made my dream come true. And let me tell you, there's nothing like when you go to that dance studio and the whole world goes away. No matter how tired you are from work and school, no matter how stressed you are by home life, you just enter this zone where you're free to dream and move and create. And I love ballet. I did go back to ballet after they injured me. After the physical therapists gave up, the doctors gave up. I told them to fuck off. I went back on my point shoes. And I went on to perform. I worked my cane into the show. Made it look like a prop so the audience couldn't tell I was injured. I just didn't do things like super hard, like no more double pirouettes, okay? But whatever I did it clean. So they wouldn't know that there was something wrong. Something I learned from a ballet teacher I had that had also studied under Baryshnikov. And what he taught her, she taught us, and it was do something clean, even if it's small, as opposed to doing something really big and just having it all sloppy. I also went on to teach and inspire other children, boys and girls. Some of the boys at first thought ballet was wussy until I put them on the bar. They said it was harder than football. They gained a respect for it. So I want to let you know that whatever your dream is, you could still have it no matter what. No matter what you want to do in this life, you can still do it no matter what. No matter what anybody does to you or what life throws at you. Now, I know this time of the year is a very busy time for these Satanists because they like to get humans to sacrifice all this time, end of April. It's very important to them. And that's when they do a lot of satanic ritual abuse and the grand climax. These people are so stupid. I swear you've got to be literally stupid to believe in anything like this. So just watch out for any kind of weird people around, because, sometimes they just pick people randomly. I'm going to drop a video link below in the description box. It's of the school that I studied ballet in Puerto Rico. It was the best school you could go to. The teacher that owns it, I studied under her as well. And all my other teachers there, they were all professional dancers. But my teacher, or the owner rather, Maria Teresa Mendizabal, is still dancing. And she's like in her 70s, maybe late 70s. She still has the body of a 18-year-old. Healthy. Still looks young for her age. Very fit. She's an inspiration to me always. And, I invested a lot in myself. And these people, no matter how hard they've tried to break me, they can't. They might injure me for a while, but they can't win. So give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell, and share so that there's not one more victim of human trafficking. Thank you.